what's the thing I can share to you guys as well. So first up, okay. So the art of social selling on LinkedIn. Basically, this is basically, I mean, now, I mean, obviously with the whole lockdown and stuff like that in the current market now, social media is getting crazier and crazier and just getting more better and better. More people are on the platform. More people are on different platforms like LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. I would say every platform got their own strengths, but today I will be sharing mainly about LinkedIn only lah. Okay, so why LinkedIn? I started LinkedIn in 2012. I mean, I've just introduced a little bit of myself and how I started on LinkedIn. I started back in 2012 where I just got off my first job and then I got into events, which is my second job. And from there onwards, I've been, I was very curious. My elder brother told me that he got a job on LinkedIn and then he's about 5-figure back then. He was close to 5 figures. So I was like, wow, I was very curious about this whole platform. And then I was like, oh my, since my brother going to get 5 figures in this platform, so I took kiasu lah. I just go ahead and then say, hey, why not? I try this whole platform myself. And from there onwards, I just, the time I have no idea what's happening. I just, which is called like I bang walls lah. I try different stuff. And then I try. I simply I started adding people in the industry until one day, oh my gosh, like LinkedIn gave me a warning, and then like they tell me, oh, I cannot simply add people and stuff like that. I got into trouble with I almost got trouble in my LinkedIn account, and then but that's where how I started lah. I got very curious about it, and then I just started playing around with it, and then now about 9 years later, it took me a lot of different places. I helped me meet many different people. It helped me started from my I was working for somebody. I get a lot of what's it called? I mean, a lot of people, a lot of headhunters look for me while I was working. It also helped me get a lot of freelance jobs as well. It also helped me to start my business. So it's actually a very powerful platform. In fact, it's not too late. In fact, it's LinkedIn is still very I would say it's a very fresh and open market because there's a lot of room for it lah, compared to a lot of other platforms, right? Basically, is I would say other platforms you still can play, but I would say it's a little bit saturated. There's so much noise. LinkedIn is a much more professional platform, and there's a lot of advantages to it. So by using this platform, I will share more later inside my presentation. So this is the old school way and the new school way. Old school way back then is a lot of cold calling. You have to reach out to people one by one. But now with this new school way, with this smartphone right here, I mean, yes, it can be a very distracting tool. At the same time, it's a very powerful tool also if you know how to use it the wise way lah. Because back in the old school way, you just had to touch base one by one. You had to call people one by one. But with now the technology and the internet, right, you are moving way faster at a very faster speed, and you are touching and engaging people with a more you have more power to engage way more people on a shorter period of time lah. So who here knows DJ Khaled? I mean, yeah, I'm not sure who anyone's fan of DJ Khaled, but this guy has an interesting story. He started on this other platform. It's not LinkedIn, but this is the power of social media. He started on Snapchat, and one day he went on to he was doing a lot of content on Snapchat, and one day he just did a content about how he just had iPhone or one of his mobile phone. And he posted that content. Suddenly, after the content was posted, after he posted the content, basically a lot of people went to the iPhone, the mobile shop lah, and that's where he realized that he actually made it, and he made a lot of following, and he made a lot of influence there, which made a lot of people come in and look at the mobile shop, and then from there onwards also he also got found by Jay-Z, and he was working alongside Jay-Z, and then he just blew up and got famous lah. So this actually shows that it only takes one one opportunity or one person just to see you to take you another stage in your life or in your career lah. Oh yeah. So who am I? Okay, I will explain a little bit. The founder is Happy Production, also as well as I also the 100 most inspirational LinkedIn icon in Asia in 2019. Everything that I show you in this particular list is everything that happened, like the events that happened online for me lah. Happy Production was built also through I mean, when I started Sunyan Berhad, I was very active online. I was posting a lot of my portfolios and stuff, and that's how one of my ex-colleagues actually was working for a very huge company, which is my investor, and they invested into my company, and that's how I started my company at my Sunyan Berhad lah. How I got into 100 most inspirational icon also was I was very active on LinkedIn, and then that's why hence I managed to get that title. Wait now, let me shut my WhatsApp. Sorry. Where was I? Okay. And okay, so while on my LinkedIn journey, so I bumped into Dato James Fu, which helped me a lot inside my career as journey. So I consider him as my mentor. And as because of meeting him, so I get to go to this event, which is a $15,000 event. And Dato James Fu actually helped me out and allowed me to go to the event lah, and because of the leverage. I also managed to start BNI. I joined BNI and I met a lot of BNI members, and I created a lot of events back then when we don't have the COVID. I managed to use leverage on the LinkedIn platform itself to help to network with my BNI members, as well as a business networking platform on a physical manner lah. This is my first LinkedIn event. I will share more later in my slide as well. Because social media, this is not directly from LinkedIn, but from Instagram. Thanks to Instagram, it helped me to actually help go to the palace, the Johor Palace, his house in Mersing. Basically, we had a project there lah. So this is also one of the, he helped me get to connect with my ex-lecturer also, and then the students from my college also came to my office for a visit. This project also was, they found me online on LinkedIn. They saw me posting about events and stuff. So we got this my page job and we run this event lah, and we got connected with a few people inside there as well. This one is basically last year. On all my connections, I created a lot of traffic. Today will be more especially about LinkedIn only, but basically all this traffic and all this network, all these years basically allowed me to meet my new partners, which also we opened this Green Robot Studio in Sunway last year lah. And thanks to LinkedIn as well, I get to work with Tony Fernandez, and I got 2 projects from him, accumulating up to around 100,000 plus lah. So I managed to work with AirAsia. So it's pretty amazing. So the next year, I actually brought my whole team on a company trip under AirAsia as well. So that's a little bit about me. So I think starting from here, it's all going to be the theories and what I'm going to share. I would say time is quite short, and so I will share as much as I can as possible within these 2.5 hours, 3 hours lah. It's a simple theory. Online and offline is all about visibility, credibility. When you have visibility, then you pass with your credibility. It equals to profitability lah. So I will share on this theory along when I'm running this entire training lah. So you guys just remember this whole theory lah. Visibility plus credibility equals profitability. So this will be my task agenda and topics for tonight. It will be mindset preparation, personal branding, content marketing, then after export opportunities, engage and interact, LinkedIn sales conversion, LinkedIn changes, LinkedIn business tips as well as the conclusion lah. Yes, it will be quite heavy, so I hope you guys are actually ready. It's going to be. I will try to go through everything as good as possible lah. First of all, before we start everything, mindset is the most important thing, yeah. This is not tonight you learn a day, then tomorrow you just plug and play, or like this automated thing, and then you work, and then suddenly this LinkedIn will generate sales, marketing, and branding for you. Yes, maybe your branding might be there. You have a nice branding page where people click in, but this is actually all social media platform I would say is a consistent basis one. At the moment I don't know any social media platform that run on automated basis. Yes, there are chatbots. Yes, there are a lot of automated services where you can post certain link itself. If I have my own experience, I would say I'm doing it in a very default manner lah, because you have to be as human as possible and as consistent as possible. So before I start the entire class, I would say mindset is most important lah. In order to change your life, you have to change yourself. In order to change yourself, you have to change your mindset. So mindset is in a way where it's a daily routine thing. You need to add on this LinkedIn or any other social media platform that you hit the 80-20, the one that works the most. You're going to hit it hard and then you're going to work hard on it. So today I'm going to teach you what you're going to do in LinkedIn itself to get the results. So like I said, this is a long-term thing. It's an ever-evolving thing. And as you grow, as in your career grow or your business grow also, right? Your mindset, your LinkedIn will grow and evolve with you as well as the way you post and everything as well. So like I said again, you have to put in the work. You have to change your mindset and believe that social media works and LinkedIn actually works. And you guys have to put in and take action along the way of your career and business. So personal branding, your LinkedIn is like a first impression that you don't want to mess up. You have to, like when you go on a first date or you go on a first interview, just think about these are moments. It's very important to have that very first impression and how people look at you and how people are, they actually judge you. Humans actually they judge you and they look at you based on your appearance and stuff. So your LinkedIn profile, right, is exactly like how you suit up. If you don't have a nice looking LinkedIn profile, right, basically people might your chances of doing business, not say you cannot, but maybe it might drop, it might turn off certain people, and basically the business might not go through, and they might give the business to someone else with a better profile. So yeah. So I call it the retail shop theory. The retail shop theory, right, is basically like on the left side, you see a very messy shop, so you have no idea what to buy and how to start buying. So on the right side, right, the shop is so simple and so nice and so well organized, right? People know straight know what to buy, and this is what you want to do for your own LinkedIn profile. So you want to make it straight to the point. People know what you're selling, people know what's your services, and straight they can engage you and they can talk to you for potential collaboration or personal business as well. Okay, so this is an exciting part. So your personal branding, you have only 8 seconds to attract your dream clients. All right, now with a lot of distraction, right? Okay, like I said, the thing is it can either help you or kill you also. But with now people's attention span is getting shorter and shorter. You have stories and this and that, and then LinkedIn and then social media is actually built to make you short attention span one. So people basically have very short attention span now, and the attention span of people is getting shorter and shorter and shorter. So you have to strategize your profile in a way where it captures people's attention on the spot. They see your profile, they're impressed, they want to take the next action with you. It's either there's many things, so I will share with you along the way. So one of the main things that you want to do with your LinkedIn profile, the first thing is to do is your headline. Your headline is very important. It's basically it's like a SEO. If you don't know what SEO basically is, search engine optimization. How people actually find you is actually based on keywords. So you need to know what's the important keywords that how will I put it? The important keywords that people search for inside your niche or inside your business. So yeah, a good headline formula is this job title plus function plus USP equals unique headline. I think you guys can see clearly here. So basically, like for my job title is a virtual event producer. Then basically, my function is to help companies create online virtual events so they have maximum exposure as well as engagement. And lastly, my USP is basically I can create a fully customizable platform uniquely for each event. Okay, think about profile, right? You can use other people within your professional or your niche, right? You can actually look at the profile. My advice is basically you look at their profile and then you, how will I put it? You innovate from there. You don't copy and paste exactly the same. You basically innovate and change things around a little bit. Make it original as possible. But like I said, this will be the perfect formula and the most straightforward way you can do it. So basically, this part, right, or this top section, I would say, in mobile as well as desktop, right, is your main selling point. This is the 8-second where they see whether they want to scroll down or move around your profile. Like this part, right, your banner, right, you can use Canva. Canva would be the best way for non-designers to actually design. Inside there, they have a lot of templates built in already. You can use their templates and then create your banner. And for banner, I would recommend you to put in your top awards or your top things that you have in your business or things that you achieve in your business, and maybe a little bit of your like what you do. Profile picture is very, very important. profile picture, you want to make it as professional as possible. If you don't have a professional photographer, maybe you can just use you can just set up your own smartphone camera, set up a nice lighting and take picture for yourself you can actually wear something based on your what's it called, your career. Let's say you're a doctor, maybe you can wear a doctor uniform, and if you're a lawyer, maybe you can wear a lawyer uniform So you want to look, the best picture usually is on the shoulder length onwards until the head, the full head thing and you want to look as friendly as possible. So because it's like in real life, you want to smile, you want to look friendly, so people will actually come and engage you. So yes. Okay. So first activity is the person who actually finished the activity will actually get one-to-one with me So basically, you guys will need to go snapper.co. And then you guys can actually show me on your that you have done this already So this is the first activity for tonight. You go snapper.co and then you go analyze your own photo score. The first person who get it done will get a one-to-one with me after this You guys can unmute yourself and tell me that you're done. I don't think I can see the chat box though. Hello, is anyone actually there? Are you guys doing the activity?
Yeah. On the way.
Kenneth?
Okay. Yes.
Kenneth, is it possible just to put our products rather than our face? No.
No. You are yes. Actually, I'm very open to questions. So yeah, you guys can ask me questions along the way. No. For personal profile, you need to put your face. Your face is your chupai, is your selling point So just put up a friendly, smiling face. And then like I said, if let's say you're a doctor, then you wear a doctor uniform So you put up something that you wear something that is makes sense to your industry
Sorry, there's no place to upload. It's like asking people to book photographer.
Oh, okay. Let me check. Maybe I'm not too sure you actually changed the. Oh, I think no more. Last time they used to have okay, but never mind. There's other activities inside so after this.
There might some people posted on the chat already.
Oh, okay. I couldn't see the chat from here. But it's okay. Yeah, sorry guys. I think
your chat is all the way on the top.
Yeah, wait.
Yeah.
I saw the chat. Okay. I think someone actually found the link. But anyway, this is quite good. Yeah, it's here. Yeah, the link is there. Someone actually gave the link there. So yeah, this is the correct link. Inside here, basically, you can analyze your LinkedIn photo. It's quite good So actually, it tells you what can you do better and stuff like that So it's quite good. So yeah, it's Vari. I think you'll be the first guy.
Yeah. Can you see my picture? Yeah.
Oh yes. Awesome. Thanks for sharing. Okay. It's Vari. Personally text me later. I'll get back to you at the end of the class.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so like this is very good a photo analyzer for your profile It's an AI running thing. It actually recommends you how to make your profile picture as good as possible Okay, let me continue my class. Okay, so next thing you want to know is also how to search the right keywords placed in your profile. So this is very important. So wordclass.com, you guys can go wordclass.com. Wordclass.com is very powerful. I'll show you guys a demo now on how it works. So let's say anyone can unmute yourself and tell me what industry you guys are aiming for.
Chemical supply.
Chemical supply.
Retail, wellness, health and wellness.
Okay, chemical supply. We start with chemical supply first. So chemical supply, okay, I'm not too sure about this industry. Is this like your competitors? Or is this something that related to your business? Alamak.
Yeah, sort of.
Okay, cool. So in wordcloud.com, okay, I'm missing the S. So actually with this tool, right, it's very powerful. So I would say most people on the first page of Google, right, are usually all by the digital marketers already. I mean, digital marketers actually inside there, those people who create, optimize the SEOs or build the website, right, they actually fill in a lot of the keywords that is needed for your profile. So, right, what you can do, right, is basically go to the first page of Google, especially ad, right? They pay for ad, right? Either they pay themselves or they hire some digital agency to help them create ad. So all these websites, right, are your answers to what keywords you want to put inside your profile, lah. And then you wanted to slowly these words in your profile and fill it up in your profile. I'll show you one demo. So now the chemical supplier, let's say this is your competitor lah, or someone that you feel that is they have all the keywords that you want for your industry. So you just open the website, and you copy the link, then you go wordcloud.com, then you go file, you go open URL, then you click the URL, then you click OK. Wordcloud is basically will generate all the keywords they have in the website, and the bigger the keyword, basically those are the keywords that you wanted to inside your site lah. So biopharma, there's a way to actually make it look easier to see one. You can change the font, you can change the shape also. So this tool is actually quite interesting lah. I would say it's a simple way for you to actually look for keywords that your competitors have lah. Yeah. So I think here it's easier to see a bit, and then you just basically look for keyword lah. Or one way, some people might think this is a bit hard to see, you can just go directly to the site, and then see lah. But this tool is quite interesting lah. Basically, it actually turns out and hits the words that is mostly the bigger the word is, basically they use the word more inside the website lah. So yeah, so basically the best way is basically to go to the website and then go lah. But this website is a bit heavy lah. But I think it's for SEO, that's why they got a lot of pages and stuff. So you can find all these keywords that they use, and all these keywords basically you want to put it all around your profile. So back to the profile, right? Like these keywords I was mentioning, right? When you open your profile, right, you actually can edit it. So just now I teach you guys about the headline already, the theory and the formula. From there onwards, right? And then one thing beautiful about LinkedIn is all right. So maybe now I will go through a little bit of the whole LinkedIn layout lah, the front file layout. So one thing good about LinkedIn is when you're using the free accounts, all right, they give you a lot of data. Like my previous post, I got 2,000 views. I got 20 people. I think they searched for me, or they bumped into me through search, and they got 396 people actually built my profile lah. The about part, right, the summary part is very important. You actually can just edit it from here when you click this pencil. You wanted to basically, this line, I would say you want to put your hook, call it a hook lah, as quite something that people call it online lah. You basically they call it a hook because you want to hook people into your article or your post, and basically they click on it and they read all about it lah. So the first two lines about your about there, you wanted a very strong hook or very strong header, so that people actually click in and they read lah. So after they see this part, they are amazed already. Then suddenly they scroll through. When they saw the hook, let's say they are a potential customer or potential client, they look at the hook and they get intrigued, and then they just want to click and see more lah. When they see more, then straight you can tell the story about yourself. Here you can share a little bit of your journey, your career or your business journey. Different people got different style. Some people straight go for they call it a landing page. They actually share straight of their products and their services. They share the benefits of it and the pain points that the clients are having lah. But for me, I like to go more on the story base where I share personally about my journey, and as well as I do some authority building here lah. You can, like your journey, and then how long you have been doing inside your career, and then some of your awards that you achieved within your entire journey lah. This is where you build your authority and you build trust also lah. What I like to do inside my profile also is basically the specialties. So when I put these specialties, right, it's basically it's a technique I do lah, where I put all these keywords. These are the keywords that people are searching for when they're searching for my services in my industry lah. This is my technique where this is what you guys can do and apply. So you guys can place all the keywords in one place straight. You guys also can place some keywords in between your story, or as well as when you're explaining about services or your product lah. And then this is the technique that I use also. Because last time the old LinkedIn, I don't know about now, but I believe also the new LinkedIn, right? They make it very hard for you to connect to people or find search. Basically, before the person can actually connect to you, right? They have to have your email, or they have to give you a personal invitation. But with this technique, right, they actually can get your information without actually connecting with you. So this is my technique that I use. So inside your about session, right, you guys actually can straight put your contact info inside there. And luckily, LinkedIn never penalized for this lah. This is a very good technique that you guys can actually use and apply inside your about section lah. So basically, once they connect with you, right, they see your profile, right, and then they roughly know about you, right, straight they can actually connect with you. They can contact you on the spot without actually going through the connect with you first lah, and then only they need to get your information. So this is basically the best is basically you want to get them to connect with you and contact you on the spot already, without going other profiles or without going through another level to giving them another step another barrier for them to connect to you lah. So straight when you get they read about you, they understand about you, and they intrigued by your stuff, and they want to collaborate or buy your services, right? They can connect with you and contact you already. So you can put your email, your contact, your phone number, your email, your website, and your social media and so on. On the feature section, right, is basically all your articles as well as your posts lah. Here you want to feature about the things you're doing. Different people do it different way, but for my my technique, right, basically I will share about my services and what I do lah. So here I share a little bit of what I do in my services. I did share a little bit of my awards that I got also inside my personal journey, as well as some of my services that I do in my company lah. These are the followers I have collected so far. This can be very, very fast one. If you are very, very good at the things I teach tonight, right? If you guys actually pull it off and do it consistently on a consistent basis, right? Some people's profile within 1 or 2 years, right? They can go up to, I would say 30,000 for LinkedIn. Maximum is 30,000. But the followers, I would say until today, I never see there's a limit lah. It's almost unlimited lah. I've seen people have 200,000 followers, 300,000 followers or so. So the amazing thing about LinkedIn, right, is basically you can have a lot of followers, and that's why you can actually dominate the game lah. So this is the advantage of LinkedIn lah. And later when you go through my class, I will show you how you actually put this flowing lah. And these keywords you guys get from Workout, right? You guys can actually sprinkle it across from here. Of course, this is the main one. This is your main SEO. And then you can sprinkle across here and through here, and also all your experiences as well lah. You wanted to fill in as much as possible because some people are visual, some people are they listen, some people are audio, and some people are visual, and some people like to read as well. So you want to fill out all the pictures and also fill out with all the videos of your products and services lah in your entire profile. So on the experience side, right, the advantage is basically you can link all your pictures and videos inside in every experience that you have lah. So you want to sprinkle all these keywords that you found, and you want to put it all around your profile, and you want to fill up every part of your profile to get 100% of it lah. Basically, LinkedIn will go through when you start LinkedIn and your whole profile is empty, right? They will actually help you step by step to fill up every part of your profile one by one. And then here is all your skills lah. So you want to put in all the main keywords or your main skills inside here lah. And then this part for recommendations, right? I would say like after usually once you finish a project or a customer actually like WhatsApp you something good about you, right? Or they call you and tell you that you did a great job, right? Sure, you actually can tell them and suggest them. Maybe you can send them the link of your profile and say, hey, since you like my services or my what I did for you, right? Maybe you can write me a testimonial. So that's the best way to get recommendations. It's very powerful because this is all social proof. Whenever people actually go through your profile, right? I would say the most winning point, I would say, because all this part, all you can create yourself. This part, right, basically is someone else actually write for you the recommendation lah. Actually, their reputation involved also. So people won't simply write a recommendation for you because their reputation is online as well. So this is one way lah. So like sometimes you go for e-commerce also. Like the day I bought something, a gift online. And then straight after they catch up with me on WhatsApp, they say, hey, do you like our service? Maybe you can write us. They straight pass me the link of their Google review and they say, hey, why not? Can you actually help us to give us a Google review, that kind of thing. So that's how they actually collect the reviews and this actually builds the social proof lah for them. They build in the Google review, but for us, we are actually building our social proof in LinkedIn itself lah. So you fill out all the awards that you have so far. So this is actually all your social proof. Never ever lie on social media lah. If you lie and then when people find out already, it's very bad for your reputation and it will mess up your entire whole flow already lah. But yeah, now anyone have any questions? You guys actually feel free to actually ask me questions. I'm actually open for questions. You guys can unmute yourself. I think you guys are muted.
Kenneth?
Yes.
This is Lawrence. I have a question for you.
Okay.
Regarding your bio, right? You write from a third-party point of view, or you write myself is I'm I, or you write.
I quite like third-party point of view lah. When I put third-party, because every time I get to repeat my name, people actually subconsciously make them remember you better lah.
Okay.
So this is for my point of view, but like I said, be yourself. A lot of people like there's many different ways to do it. But I prefer the party point of view, like I said, because actually it reminds people when they read through, right? They remind them, they keep hitting the subconscious mind, like you repeat your name again, right? Remember, Kenneth, they read, and they will remember. Like, this is my reasoning on why I do it this way. Okay. But thanks for the question. Yeah, very detailed.
Right, thank you.
Okay. Anyone else?
Actually, sorry, just to highlight to some people here, I think maybe Kenneth, you will be talking about this, the social index on LinkedIn.
Okay, yes.
Will you be covering that later?
Covering? Yeah. I'm still running my class.
No, will you be covering the social selling index later?
Yes. I will.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Anyone else have any question?
Yeah, listen. A quick check if you will be covering the features for LinkedIn business account.
Oh no, today is all free. Yeah, so for standard account. But for business account, I would say it's basically an extra sword. Actually, I got subscribed before also. When you upgrade, there's a few different subscription and different subscription takes you the different advantages Basically, when you upgrade your subscription, you can connect with people faster and easier It will give you much more leverage on the platform itself to connect faster and do better But same thing, like I said, if you have this sort, right, it's not automated thing. You don't say subscribe everything automated. You can get the one. You have to put in you need to put in your time and your work also But with the subscription, you have advantage because they give you a lot of tools to connect to people faster, and it's basically a very better leverage with LinkedIn They give you a lot of tools where you can connect faster, and they give you a lot of their entire tool. They for certain subscription they give you a tool to connect faster So yeah. Your boundaries is less inside the system.
It's $60 a month. Do you think it's worth it?
Yes, I would say it's worth it lah. But when you go through my class today, then you maybe you want to with me later lah, or maybe WhatsApp me later. I will go through you lah. Because you will need to be very active on LinkedIn. But when you go through my particular technique again, right, you do not need to pay that 60 ringgit a month lah. But if you are very hardcore and you really put in effort and time, then I would recommend yes, you might want to put in 60 ringgit.
I might want to pay someone to do it, to do the work, but make sure that it's worthwhile lah.
Yes. But the person might need to know what the person is doing so lah. Salesperson need to know what he's doing and he needs to connect with the people, and because the way you message people and talk also is very important. So yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for the question. Okay, I think I will continue the class. So all right, my class actually, before I continue, is basically based on the structure one. You guys must follow step by step one. So why I talk about profile first, because once you have the profile right already, right, you need to build a good profile. Your shop, okay, like I said, the retail shop theory, right? If your shop is messy, right, people come in your shop, they don't want to buy. So the most important thing, you need to make your profile look good first, right? So when the traffic come in, right, you get to optimize and maximize the traffic. If your profile is not good, right, they don't know what you're buying, selling, or you're doing your service, right? Straight they come in your profile, they don't know what to buy, so you're actually wasting traffic lah. So like I said, today my class is actually all step by step one. So you need to follow step by step. You cannot jump. I recommend you not to jump step lah. You need to get the profile right first. Then after that, I'll show you the next step later lah. So like I said, then now the SEO law. If you do your SEO correctly, right, basically you can be seen on Google also lah. So LinkedIn, Google, what Google do is actually they actually put up trusted sites lah. So LinkedIn is very old on Google already. It's a very old and trusted site on Google. Hence, that's why you can pop up. You got chance to pop up on images, Google images lah. So this is for Lawrence HR. When you Google about him in this manner, right? You actually can see his images pop up on Google also, as well as on Google. When you type also, right? You actually on the search bar, you actually type and search for yourself in Google as well. So actually in LinkedIn, if you optimize your profile.
Sorry, I have a question. Sorry, Kenneth, I have a question.
Okay, sure, no problem.
It is on your introduction and your about words. You know the introduction that you have under your name?
Yes.
Is there a character limit?
Oh, yes. All part of LinkedIn profile also got character limit one. So there's a limit.
So what is the character limit on the top part? Not the about section, but your blurb.
This one?
Yes.
Actually, when you click here, right, you can, I don't know exact word count limit lah, but when you press space all the way, they will stop you one. Okay, they never stop me yet.
But this is on desktop, right? Is there a cheat sheet on how to increase more?
Basically, I think desktop you can get more keywords lah, but I won't think you want to put too much keywords also, because you want it to be as straightforward and punchline on the spot already. So
okay, because I noticed that some people have more than 250 characters. So I was just wondering whether there is a way to actually go to the maximum.
Okay.
I understand that there is a particular way to do it, and it's not linked to whether it's a premium or a free account. There's actually a way to do it. So I thought that you would be able to help us understand that.
Okay. This one I'm not so aware about this. But I would say the last time I heard also that if I'm not wrong desktop is more keywords than mobile lah. So when you I would say edit your profile on desktop is the best lah, and don't edit it on mobile lah. Of course, there are people who edit on mobile, so I actually guide someone to edit the entire profile on mobile before when I was in Sabah last time. There was this old lady that I helped her out. But I would recommend, like you said, that the keyword thing that you mentioned, right, Sonia. I would say that the one that you do on desktop is the one that you can achieve more keywords lah. So yeah, but I'm not too sure that I will double check on that on when I end the class, and I will get back to you on that. Is that okay?
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay, sure, no problem. Okay. But yeah, good question, Sonia. Actually, I heard about that before. So they said, but what I got from the last class was from the last person was the one on desktop you can get more keywords compared to mobile. Okay, let me continue. So as you go personal branding a lot, and you do it on a very often basis, right? On a certain period of time, a certain period of season, right? When people search for you a lot, right? Google actually, you get the advantage of Google for people searching for you, lah. So this was one certain point of time. A lot of people are searching, and once they type Kenneth Chan and straight, Google suggested them this particular words, lah, and my full name as well, lah. It's not consistent. Sometimes it does. It happens. Sometimes it doesn't. So, but like I said, if you reach a point where you're very, very, very consistent and you're online so much, like people search for you so much, then you get this advantage, lah. Okay, so this is a summary for personal branding session. Have a complete and professional LinkedIn local profile. Ensure your profile is client focused. Use a professional headshot and use keywords that are potentially client will type when they search for you, something related to your industry, lah, which I covered everything, lah. Ensure your client, your profile is client focused. This part, so I want to remind you guys, whenever in real life or online as well, lah, you wanted to go in a way where you are not pushing and selling. People very scared of you. Imagine I come today and come to the class today. Hey, guys, buy. This one S21, very good. Buy from me. You don't want to go in that manner because you will scare people away, lah. You want to go in a manner where you're always sharing value to people, lah, as much as possible, in your entire profile as well as your contents, lah. Okay, so this is the second part of the class, content marketing. Content marketing, yes. Content marketing is basically you are building your digital currency, lah. Yes, contents only come up for a while. Like articles, right? Basically, it stays there. There are some people on LinkedIn, right? They actually just leverage on article, right, and build articles, right? And it's like a plot for them, lah. They don't waste, not say waste time, but they actually build a huge following. I won't say waste time on blog, but basically LinkedIn is not say better or worse than blog, but blog is another way of getting traffic. But in LinkedIn itself, you can actually create your own blog, that, lah. So there are people who actually create. Write articles, they're writers and they keep writing articles, right? And that's where they build this following and they build this digital currency in LinkedIn, lah. So inside LinkedIn, there's this place where you can write article, and that's where you actually build your authority and build your trust also with your audience also, lah. Second thing you must know, right? I feel, right, content is like fishing, you know. So the more content you put, right, it's basically like a bait you put out there, lah. So you guys need to understand this theory. So whenever you guys on LinkedIn, right, you guys or any other platform, lah, on social media or online, right, basically you want to create content that your market wants. So your content, right, is like the bait, and then the fish is your target market, or this following that you want to build, So what you want to do is basically create content that is relatable to your audience, lah. And this part, right, maybe at the end of the session, because we are WhatsApp group, right, I will share maybe there's this structure, lah, how you can build content, lah. From there onwards, it's much more clearer. I mean, not say clearer, because there's many ways to actually structure content to make it interesting and to make it interesting to your target audience. So actually, I will maybe list down this particular list and I'll share in the WhatsApp group, lah. Okay, write article. So inside, like I said, here you have the choice to write article, lah. You actually can do polls also. So inside the new LinkedIn, right, there's many things you can do. You can also post slides also. Slides I haven't touched yet, but polls is very powerful. Different things you post in the algorithm actually pick up differently, lah. So you guys just need to know that you guys need to always be when you guys go through the profile. Go through LinkedIn, right? You guys want to go read and see people's profile. See people's content, see what actually people write. Maybe you guys follow what your industry leaders and see how they. You always want to see those why you want to ask why this content got so many comments? Why this comment got so many likes? You actually want to go through and then actually dissect what they write and how they write it, lah. And from there, you maybe see the structure, then you follow back the structure, lah. I would say the most basic structure is the hook, lah. You always want to start with a hook. Then after you want to create a story, and in between the story, there's also some other things. And then you usually want to end with a question also, lah. Whenever you end with a question, at the end of it, then people will actually answer your questions at the comment section, lah. Which is they call it the call to action also. So the advantage of writing an article inside LinkedIn, right, is basically you get this author sticker, lah. And when you have this author sticker already, right, is basically you have this like more credibility and more how do I put it? You have more authority like that inside the platform, lah. and you basically gain more attention in the platform itself lah. So these are some examples, right? It's very powerful. So this is, I think I screenshot this at around last year only. But this year is still very powerful. Actually, you can follow back, you can see the views is crazy. This person here, Richard Dipatla, right, is getting 1,000 engagements lah. You got 61 comments. So basically, this is the likes, the 1,000 likes, 61 comments, and 10,000 people actually viewed this video. And here is 2,000 engagement, 187 comments, and almost 50,000 actually people view this video. And this one, 663 and 127 comments and 15,000. So you see, whenever you guys are social media, try to not consume. I mean, when you consume it at time, always try to keep thinking. You want to think in the manner of why this content got so much engagement, why, how they actually get so much engagement, what makes this a post so powerful. So you also want to ask this question. And then when you ask this question, whenever you do a post, right, you always be aware that you want to do the same and so on. You want to put in certain techniques inside this post. So that you can get the similar engagement as your competitor or as the other people that you follow on LinkedIn, on the platforms as well.
Kenneth, Prem here. I have a question. Can I?
Yeah, sure.
Can you go to previous slide about the views and everything? Okay, I have a question, sir. When it comes to engagement and comments, it's pretty much straightforward. When it comes to views, how the view is calculated? Is it because we can scroll, right? So
yes,
the view only get calculated if the person clicks, or is it or even if the person stays there for a few minutes?
Good question. For me, I think it stay there for a few minutes lah. Because LinkedIn, the algorithm, right, it keeps changing and evolving one. What I noticed lately, right, is basically whenever you like someone's post, right, or someone likes your post, right, or comment your post, right, the person you'll be start to stick on his profile more already one. So as long as they engage on your post already, right, they will see your you will get the advantage of seeing them on your front page more, their feed more lah. And then one more technique is basically when they personally message you or there's some message go through, right, also will show you more inside their profile one. This one, so I'll share a little bit more later lah. Whenever you engage and talk with people, right, your chances of appearing their feed is higher one. But yeah, good question. I answered the question. I did, right? Hello.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. So these are some examples of content lah. If you guys, how do I put it? Not too sure what to post, right? You guys can actually post about company news, the events that happen in your company, the product updates, how your product is made, behind the scenes and culture of your company or your product, customer testimonials. Always keep variety of posts so that you can reach variety amount of people lah. Just for me, always be yourself lah. But like I said if you follow all the top influencers and stuff, right, there's always a structure to the way they post one. So you just need to catch and dissect how they do. Like, okay, first one, hook. Second one, the sharing value or the sharing the knowledge. And then lastly, the call to action. So you need to dissect what they do, and then you roughly see already, right? Then you just innovate from there, You put in your own content and then reverse the whole thing and just follow back what they do only, So yeah, like I said, later, if you guys want to know more about this, I'll share maybe a breakdown of what people do inside the WhatsApp group.
Kenneth.
Yes.
Do you recommend us to cross engage on each other's posts?
Yes. That one also a good question. I will share more about this also. I call it a pod lah. So at the end of this session, I will create a pod. I believe not everyone will get used to this pod. Some people might leave it, so because they might, because some people they're not used to this system lah. But for those people who actually leverage this pod, right, it's very, very powerful. So yeah, I do have create pods to cross engage with each other's engagement to actually get maximum visibility. So lah.
Just to add to Kenneth's pod detail, I'm also part of this pod group. It's very much useful. Maybe you guys should try it. Thanks, Kenneth.
Thanks so much, Pam. Thanks a lot. But yeah, that is one of my pod I have that. But that one I do have another influencer inside there, another admin inside there. They have some rules lah. Because inside there he actually makes sure that people are doing certain things lah. Don't worry, guys. I will actually open another pod, this particular group, and I'll grow this pod as well. And it won't be too strict, but maybe I set some basic rules inside there lah. But whoever who wants to join that pod, they are free to open. There's a certain criteria that I actually filter lah, because if after I filter, so my other admin, if you don't follow that his rules also, he will actually release you from the group one lah. So yeah, it's a two different thing.
Kenneth, I got a question regarding the pod.
Yeah.
What is a good number for a pod? The more the merrier, or what?
Based on my experience for so many years, I think about 2-3 years already. I won't say the more the merrier. I would say, yes, of course, the more the merrier. But the more if let's say 256 people in group chat, right? For the maximum group number for pod in WhatsApp is 256 people, If all 256 people, so every single day they really comment and like, right? I tell you, it's going to be explosion in your post. That is actually a technique that you can use as well. But it doesn't mean you need 256 people. I saw some pods, right, about less than 100 people, but if they engage and comment, right, you can reach a lot of people already. But that's only just one technique, because if your post is not solid enough also, right, you won't get the crazy high reach and so on.
Thank you.
Yeah. But like I said, if everyone inside there really do their work and really work together and engage each other's posts and comment each other's posts, your reach will definitely be higher. But the essence is also like when you take a picture, right? If your main picture is not nice already, right? You won't get a beautiful picture. Same like a post also. If your main structure of a post is not have the viral or don't have the correct psychology to it, right? It won't burst or so on. So yeah. Okay. So this is a perfect question. I mean, this is a perfect question. I mean, this is part where I share you the structure. I mean, not say the structure lah. You can see that having a good story, you can have this burst lah. So this girl named Kelly Tan, actually she just went through a very simple call with me, only about 45 minutes, an hour call, and then I just gave her some ideas of how powerful LinkedIn is, and then she was in my pod, and she exploded lah. In one night, she just started her first post, and then she created storytelling. Storytelling is something I think I shared her a little bit based on it, but I think she caught it on her own, because I think she's probably doing property, so she had a little bit of idea. So she did a very simple story, and it went crazy lah. Basically, she had almost just, and this is not just like this sexy picture. This is a very ordinary picture. But actually, the thing that actually really sells is probably is the content that she wrote lah. It's a story about her and how her journey that she got into the property agent line, and how she actually grew inside her industry lah. Her journey from how she got before she got her licenses, and why she got her license, and how it brought her to her on that time when she wrote that post lah. So she high engagement here. It's very, very powerful engagement. 152 comments. And very high views. So this is very powerful. So then the algorithm also a bit wonky. So sometimes you can get really crazy views. I myself also had a very high amount before also. So it really depends. It's a number game lah. But I say now the algorithm is also changed a bit a day lah. But you still can get the number of views. But it really depends on how solid your content is lah. Timing is very important. So these are the timing that LinkedIn is the best to post on LinkedIn lah. Tuesday is recommended lah. They recommend the time to post at this timing lah. But for me, yes, I agree. Monday, Friday, you get the most, because LinkedIn is in the end is more for working people So usually, I don't know, working people are in work mode, then they could go on LinkedIn. It's not like leisure mode. So usually Saturday and Sunday they don't really go in one lah. From Monday to Friday, you want to catch them before their lunch and before their breakfast also lah. If you want to start early lah. And if you actually leverage on my pod, right, when you start early, right, then you can get the maximum engagement. Because usually at night already, I mean, of course, there's some people who actually open LinkedIn and play LinkedIn at night as well. But I would say the best time to do your post is always in the morning lah. Morning onwards, then you can get the maximum reach of your post lah. So slide share is also quite powerful. You guys might also check out slide share. If you guys got any like presentation slide, not so PNC one, or things they all do presentation for let's say you have a certain platform or certain presentation you do for a certain platform or certain event, right? You guys can just put it up in SlideShare, because SlideShare is also another place you can get traffic lah. So this is examples of traffic that people get on SlideShare lah. SlideShare, the last I checked was LinkedIn bought over there. I don't know what happened there, but I will double check it soon and update you guys as well. This is one example I did lah. I mean, it's not much view, but I was trying to build my SlideShare site so to get some free organic traffic. So that's about it. That's all I shared today for content marketing. I will also share the breakdown of good content in the Facebook WhatsApp group later lah. So you want to create high value content so your target market interested in. You want to create the popular content that is relevant to your target market. This is one way lah. So basically what you can do is basically share other people's content lah. But in the end, when you share content, your views is less one lah. Usually in LinkedIn, the algorithm doesn't favor you sharing people's content one. The best is you create and write your own content lah, and modify contents that you feel that is good to modify lah. Then you want to stay on top of mind by posting daily status updates also lah. So my recommended is basically you share on a by daily basis lah. Like let's say you post on Monday, then you post on Wednesday, then you post on Friday, so that you have that 1 day gap for people to engage your post and stuff like that lah. Of course, I said it's a consistent thing lah. The more you post, the more bait you put into the world lah, and then the more people, more fishes you can catch lah. And then you want to like say you can republish articles you have written on LinkedIn Publisher as well lah. So that's about it. So maybe I show you guys some example. So I was testing this thing called poll also, and I realized poll was quite powerful. So in this whole social media world, it's all about testing. So the more you test, then you can see the result. And then what you want to do is when you get results already, right, you just hit hard on it, on those posts that you think that, or let's say you find a certain formula already, right, you just want to keep rinse and repeat in a different context and different manner. So the last time I went to Bob Lowe's class. He had some sharing session, and then he actually shared about polls lah. So it's quite interesting. So inside this content, you're just trying to understand what your market or your LinkedIn followers want in your business lah, or your service lah. So this particular one, basically, I was sharing about my service and what are the bad side, the downside of the service lah. I just want to get the feedback from people. So from here, so it's quite good because you can do a bit of market research and understand what's the biggest pain point of your service, and then from there you can actually keep hitting hard on this particular pain point lah. For my virtual event, the most biggest pain point is not enough engagement lah. Then from here onwards, when you get comment, right, then you let's say if you get some genuine comments, right, not from the pod, right, like this one. You can start engaging them, talking to them personally. So sorry, you want to say something? I can't really hear you. Can you type the thing down?
I think they forgot to unmute.
Oh, okay, thanks. So what else? That's about it. So when this poll, right? I'm back to my. So when you get every time when you come up post, right, you get good comments, right, then you basically can chat up with the person and catch up with the person already lah. So let's say if the person is interested in your service or your product, then straight you can chat up and talk to the person and be genuine lah. Most people be genuine and you just want to go to the marketplace and help people to solve their problems lah. So so this is an example. So 2,000 views. One thing good about LinkedIn, they show you all the data for free lah. You just can open a free profile. They tell you where they are from. You can agak where your followers are from, where you're seeing from, how many numbers, and then from there you can see this data, and then you can adjust your posting with this data lah. So yeah, actually I have one very good example. I don't know I can scroll all the way and reach that particular post or not. Let me try. But maybe I can't. But anyway, like I said, you every time want to keep testing. I was like, what I do, I usually, this is my hook. After my hook already, then I will create my content, and sometimes I just ask questions straight. So it's very experimental lah. Different posts really, you get different engagements. So there's many different things to it lah. Sometimes it's the video itself, sometimes what you type, and hashtags is very important. So you want to create the relevant hashtag based on the industry of the post lah. So yeah. So like I said, the theory is like this is your bait, it's your fishing bait. So the more content you create, the more bid you have. The more bid you have, the more people you can engage with, and the more people engage with you, basically they know you more, and then you can engage with them.
Kenneth, I just noticed that you do have quite a lot of personal stuff that you do on your posts. What would be an optimal ratio for personal versus professional?
I would say LinkedIn 70-30 maybe. You can put 30% personal because after on social media so long, I feel that people just want to know the real you lah. So the more you share about yourself, then the more they can relate to you. The more they can relate to you, the more they want to chat you lah. So one of my theories, like I said, so I post I on Facebook, I do stories, right? Sometimes I post about food. Sometimes I post about my this off about LinkedIn a bit lah, but I think it's related. So let's say I post about food, then people who are interested in that food, they will comment and or they text me, hey, this food is very delicious, or something like that. Or sometimes I go exercising, then I go jogging, I go post my jogging, that kind of thing. Then all the exercise people or people are interested in that particular exercise will message you or engage with you. So the more variety you have inside your post, the more the more different people you can actually the particular person that interested in that topic will actually engage with you and comment with you or talk to you lah.
But that is on a personal platform, isn't it? Like Facebook. But when you are on a professional networking platform like LinkedIn, having too many things on a personal or personal nature, doesn't it kind of like detract you? So I'm just wondering, if it's 20%, okay, fine, but I'm noticing that there's actually a lot more than what you're mentioning. So I'm not sure. So it's a genuine curiosity question. Just looking from the scrolls that you're sharing.
My recommendations like that, but so far, what I like to do is basically I like to repurpose my posts throughout all my social media platforms. So hence that's why you're seeing quite a lot of personal posts here as well. But like I said, I'm always experimenting and actually changing my algorithm, changing the way I post and do things on my social media platform. I wouldn't say I put all my personal inside here. I filter some of my personal things. I only filter certain things I put inside LinkedIn and so as well.
Sure. And would you, like, for example, go into run an analytics on each and every post that you put in to identify which is the post that is working harder for you? Is that something that you actively do?
I won't say I'll go into super detail, but I will basically try to analyze which post basically because LinkedIn got different type of posts. You can put in video or you can put in picture. But so far I've been playing post, the latest one I played, but I got play some pictures and video also. So sometimes I will try like see video. I noticed video not getting so much hit on my site. I'm not too sure why. So that's why I'm trying to see and experiment why I'm not getting so much on video. So, but when I come to poll and certain pictures, right, and sometimes I think they also got this AI where they see if there's too much words on your picture, so right, they might drop your visibility on the feed as well. So that's how for me so far, that's what the thing that I noticed on my own awareness on my mind when I post certain things.
Okay, meaning that if your post is too wordy, there's an AI that actually picks it up. Is there a tool on LinkedIn, like on Facebook, that can actually tell you that you've got too many words versus the allowed symbols?
So far, I'm not aware about this.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay, sure, no problem. Okay. So yeah, these are the posts. This is a bit of content marketing. This is how I post. But like I said, I'm always experimenting and always evolving. So I'm always changing the way and experimenting with the way I post. See see the results of the post. Okay, so anyway, back to the class. Okay, so after content marketing is exploring opportunities. So in social media world, I always believe there's push and pull. After so many years in social media, I love pull more because pull, I feel that basically people come to you is much better and it's much more easier to close the sale rather than push lah. Push, I would like to push it in a very subtle manner lah, where people don't feel threatened and stuff like that lah. But this is a very good website called recruiting.net. You guys can check it out now. You guys can save it also. I actually share a very huge share. Recruiting.net, right, is a very powerful tool. So I need someone actually from the floor to maybe tell me who's your target person that you want to aim for.
Prem, oil and gas.
Oh, very fast, huh? Prem, oil and gas. Okay, good. I like fast people, fast action taker. Oil and gas, but what are position you're looking for there?
More towards what do you call this? Maintenance.
Maintenance. I don't know for such position or not, right? But it looks like got it. Okay. Manager or normal or what?
Maintenance manager, yeah, normal.
From which country in Malaysia?
Malaysia or overseas, because the industry is quite wide.
So let's say Malaysia, okay, so right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So this tool, right, that's the reason why my class got advantage, because you basically have a free unlimited search already. In LinkedIn, right, if you I mean that's last time, but I think now still same thing. They actually stop your search because in free, right, they want to limit your search so they can chanchin. I mean they can earn money from subscription basis. So that's why you want to subscribe to them the 60 ringgit so that you can have the full usage of the platform lah. But with this technique I used here, right, you are actually going through Google so that you can actually search for people unlimited search already lor. So actually I managed to find this technique that you can have unlimited search. This is called Boolean search lah. So with recruiting.net, right, you can actually pull off this, and until today, luckily this website is not down yet lah. And I found this website and still working till today lah. It's very amazing. So like you just not Prem, right? You visit Prem, you're looking for maintenance manager, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's just here here's all your maintenance manager. So usually what I do, I open new tab. And this is one thing I learned also lah, after so many years, right? You wanted to engage with people that are really active on the platform, and the beautiful thing about LinkedIn, right, you can actually tell straight whether they're active on the platform or not lah. Because if they're not active on the platform also, right, technically you message them and they are not the right target market, so you won't get the right replies and you won't get the reply from them also lah. So this guy, let's say when I connect with him, right, usually I have a template lah that I send out to these people. I actually built a couple of different templates where I can just copy and paste and then just change certain thing and look at like a personal message lah. But the best is basically you have a template and then later you look through their profile and then you find something that's interesting and you find something interesting in their profile and you put it inside the message itself. That's the most genuine and sincere way and the fastest way to actually connect with people lah. So what you can do is actually see the person's activity. In order to engage with them, you want to see their activity, you want to see how active they are. Okay, so this guy is not that active. He actually commented this on 11 months ago. So I mean, you can connect with him, but the chances for him replying you soon is slow lor. So usually, if you really wanted a fast reply and then a fast connection, and then you want to connect the person as soon as possible, you want to see how active the person is on LinkedIn lah. This guy is 3 weeks ago. So if you want to connect this guy, I think this guy is quite good lah. I mean, probably on a weekly basis, he will go in the LinkedIn profile. And now with the whole smartphone, all right, they'll probably download LinkedIn inside their phone also, so they will have notification of a connection request or a message or so. So usually what I do, right, for engaging and connecting, right, is basically LinkedIn maintenance manager. What do I do? Oh yeah. So let's say I give an example of how I do it lah. I like to look for marketing managers, and I don't put industry lah, or maybe I just put creative. So what happens here is basically you have this power of unlimited search with this platform lah. So it's very powerful. And what I do is usually no, this is sorry. So this is these are my target market, I would say, and these are people I want to connect with. So once I found them and I think okay, these are brilliant people that I can help with my services. Or some, so usually I don't connect with people with low connections. So I usually try to connect back with people high connections. But let's say this person doesn't mean you cannot. Okay, so I have another extra technique I put in as well. Let's say this person. Okay, doesn't mean the person not active on LinkedIn. You cannot connect with the person. It doesn't mean this person is not solid as well. And if you really think that this person, you really want to connect this person, right? Worst case scenario, right? You actually can go to Facebook. I got tried before a few times where I really want to connect the person and they are not active on LinkedIn, right? So I just usually most of the time, I won't say all the time it works they will usually put back the same name on all social media platforms. So you just need to find their name on Facebook and stuff like that, right? And then when you find them, you can message them. And usually most people are very active on Facebook. Then you can just text them and then tell them. And messaging is also a technique and an art. A lot of people don't know how to write the message properly and actually turn off their potential clients and stuff like that, or the potential, how do I say, the potential person that you want to connect to, right? You might not get to connect the person because of the wrong way of messaging. So messaging is something that is very, very important. So like I say, the main thing, you want to be too salesy, you always want to be interested in the other person. You always want to learn more and be interested in the other person and see how you can help the other person. Okay, so let's say this person is the person, my target person I connect to. So what I do is I roughly look through the person profile, and then I will go to the activity. So this guy, he comes in 1 month ago and popped in as well, so it's not too bad. So I will just click connect. I will add a note. And then, always remember, I click connect, and then later click add the note, right? If you just click connect straight, you will just go in straight. One thing I also want to teach everyone here also is that straight add the note, always add the note. Add the note because I notice a lot of people connect with me, right? Only very small percentage of people add come in with a note. So once you add the note, right, basically you will be differentiated from the rest of the people, because once you add the note, right, they will actually engage with your once they see your what you wrote to them, right, they can engage you and they remember you better. So usually I have a template. Let me find my template. So this template, oh no, wait, it's here, yes, it's here. Okay, no. Anyway, I think the template I will send also inside the group later. Basically, I will have a template where it basically says, hello, and then later you just find something that is interesting about this person's profile. It's either the post or something inside the profile that you see. Then you can tell him, with the template, right, is basically you are moving faster. You just can copy, like let's say if I got template, I just copy paste here, I just change hello, the name, and then usually here I have a base structure already. And I will just look through the person profile, and then I'll find some interesting thing about profile, then I mention it inside here. And then this other technique I put here, so the things that I do, like my company name. And then I'll put like some of my services as well. Let's say like animation, virtual events, and then voila, I just send in . So this is usually how I do it . And it's a number game . And then usually so I end up with a question also. Some question behind with a question mark, and then there's usually the usual normal human psychology. When they see a message to them or a question to them, the percentage of them answering you will be higher, so on . So like I say, it's a number game. Like I said, there's so many things that's running inside the phone. There's so many other things that they're getting buzzed from so many places. They might open in a timing where they're driving or they're stuck in traffic light. So sometimes they might miss out. Like I say, it's a number game. But if you really want to connect this person, you can, after say you connect with the person already, he connect with you already. Most of them also will connect with you if you go in with the right messaging structure lah. Then you can start engaging on his post, commenting on his post, or liking his stuff. The more you engage with his post, he will start noticing you, and when he notices you already, then when you start posting your own post also, right? Then later he will start noticing you, lor. Then that's where you can start building a relationship with the person, so yeah. Back to my presentation slide. So LinkedIn also have groups. So Lawrence himself have actually created pages and groups also lah. So if you have, he had 2K members here. So when you build a group and build a community, it's very powerful also on LinkedIn. So far, I haven't really leveraged on groups in LinkedIn yet, but I built a lot of Facebook groups lah. But this is something that I noticed inside the platform itself, so I'm sharing also lah. For those people who are, I would say for groups also, you must actually see what platform is it like, and you must see what is hot in the platform lah. So if you feel that your industry has certain groups that is hot in the platform, if you think you can build it right, then I would recommend you to build a group like LinkedIn as well lah. So for exploring opportunities and expanding your network, you want to connect with your existing colleagues, clients, and other professionals that you know outside of LinkedIn. You want to join LinkedIn groups that are relevant to your target market. Yeah, so you want to join, I think you can join up to 30 last time, but I think now they change 100. You want to join as many groups that is relevant to your platform lah. When you join to these groups relevant to your platform, right, then you have the advantage to message the people inside the platform without connecting with them. So it's very, very powerful. And then you want to connect with second and third and level connection that you've engaged with your content. So like I said, a lot of those people engage your content, you can connect with them. This is something that I never put a habit yet, but I've noticed people who do it. So when people engage your content, right, you say, hey, thanks for engaging my this content. And then I want to connect with you, and then we can leverage each other's contacts and cross leverage each other's expertise and stuff like that. It's something you can do also. For LinkedIn groups, I can show this example. So in LinkedIn, right, there's many different groups. So I would recommend you join about 70-80% the groups that you, what's the word called? 70-80% the groups that you is your industry related one lah. The more, and then 30% maybe some of your hobbies and something that is related to your hobbies or something that you're interested in lah. So for me, I join a lot of those events because events are all the people that I mean, they are most of. I do a lot. I service a lot of event people in the exhibition industry lah. So these are the things that I connect to lah. So inside here, right, now got 90,000 people, right? Straight. Later I'll share the template lah. The LinkedIn template, so you can message them straight lah. So the advantage of joining group, but that's also based on the because every group got their own admin also, so they need to let you in. They need to approve your request lah. So so after this class, if best is you guys go back and understand what is your industry, who was your targeted audience, and then you start joining all these groups, and then wait for this admin to approve you lah. So from the group inside, right, you can see all. And from here, you can start messaging people already. If you think they are the potential prospect or the potential people you can help with your services or products, right? You can straight go up to them and message them. You can message them already. So what I usually do, I see the profile first, then if the profile ngam, then I click message. Then the same thing happens. I will say, hello George. I actually found you in this group, events exhibition group. And then let's connect and let's see how we can grow together or collaborate in the future or something like that. So yeah. Okay. So here's an example of my template. Luckily, I put inside here. So yeah. So hello. I usually change the name only. I put that nice being connected with you here. Will you get to know more about you or what you do? Because then I noticed that you're in an event agency. This is something that's about them lah. So this is the most basic way to do it lah. But of course, if you can find a content that they wrote or something inside their profile that's relevant to them, then you can write. You can just add it on here, and then okay, here is a little bit of pushing already. So I wouldn't recommend this if you are not too what lah, because sometimes this one can turn people off one. So it's best if you just can keep it simple here, and then at the end there just there your company name and maybe your services here lah. That's a bit of soft selling lah, but not best is you don't sell at all lah if you're not too desperate lah. So but here this particular one I actually put like I'm sharing some of my services that I can collaborate together with the person lah. So these are some of the examples. This is my one. My post got reached 22,000 views. This particular post I basically creating WhatsApp group chats lah. And then there I ended up I learned about pod halfway in my journey, and I realized the power of pod, so I created my own pod lah. And like I said, you never know on the post. Sometimes you hit the right timing and hit the right people, right? You will just go viral like crazy lah. So this one got 20,000, and this is like her again lah. If you create a good post, then you basically can get a lot of views and you get a lot of high engagement, and you can start engaging those people that engage on your post lah. So yeah. So for engage and interact, you want to engage in a dialogue with your new connections and build rapport. You want to review your notifications and look for opportunities to engage. You want to see who is viewing your profile and connect with those prospects. And you want to ensure all the follow-up messages is all about them lah. So like I said, you don't want to keep pushing sales, because once you push sales in real life or online, it's the same thing. So it's a very turn off one lah. You want to keep sharing value and helping people and just giving value as much as possible. So anyone have any questions so far, or everyone's all good? Okay, I think everyone's all good.
That's me.
Sorry?
May I know about the notes? Is there a greater way to connect people, like don't scare people away, and then make sure people will connect with you back?
Oh, like I say, you must go in the most non-threatening, not necessarily threatening, so not so salesy way. You just go in as a friendly manner, and it's related to your industry. Once I said the structure I gave already was say hello, then later you just say things like something about their profile and something about your industry related. So then you say thank you. Most of the time, 80-90% or so, they will connect with you on lah. It's very low percentage of people don't connect with you. But of course, like you said, your profile also must look good there's many factors lah. Your profile look good first. Then the way you message is also very important And then I think roughly these are the major things. And then if you're going politely and a well-mannered way, high possibility people within the industry, they want to connect back with people that are within their industry and so on. So yeah.
All right, thank you.
Okay, sure, no problem. So this point is the sales conversion part So for me, I took it up another level because there's one point I got a lot of numbers on my views and stuff, right? So what I did back then was I saw someone else who actually got the idea of running the whole LinkedIn networking because they said network from online to offline. So when I saw that post, I was like, whoa, wow, that post is going quite crazy. And the guy is like quite ordinary guy. I mean, he looked like an ordinary guy and then he's supposed to went viral. I was like, wait, if this guy, so I mean, like quite a simple guy can pull it off also, maybe I can pull it off also. So what I did was I replicated his post and then I posted. And then it did because I probably inside that he had some structure that went viral so it went viral. Then I got a bit panicked because I'm not really, I would say, I'm not really an event organizer, I would say. Because my partner usually runs the events. When this thing happened also, right, this is my partner, by the way, Daniel. So when this thing happened, I got a bit shocked. I was like, oh, wow, actually this thing is happening. And then many people actually came and then requested and then signed up for the event. So this particular one, I charged RM50 for mini networking event. So this was my very, very first LinkedIn networking event. It was quite amazing because basically I believe a lot of people touch base and meet each others, and then there was certain business that went through. So some of BNI members were there, so they get to meet potential clients and stuff. And then people were just like helping each other and engaging each other and then helping each other out. So it's pretty interesting the power of LinkedIn social media. And this was back in 2017. So it's about 4 years ago. So it's quite powerful . So after that, I quite semangat so from there I saw that I managed to get this crowd for this first event. So I started because I was in a couple of platforms like BNI and JCI as well. So basically I helped them to organize events and bring in speakers and then share lah. So what I do for the events usually I just bring in speakers to share knowledge and bring value to the crowd. And if they're interested about this particular event, just go to the event and then they just listen to the speakers lah. So yeah. And then at one point, LinkedIn Local went viral around the world. So every country got their own LinkedIn Local. So I was also one time helping and assisting the LinkedIn Local team as well. So there's this thing that went viral for a while, LinkedIn Local KL. So in LinkedIn Local, basically it's not an official thing by LinkedIn, but it's something that went viral by one of the users in another country, and then everyone started to go, and then they started to create their own organization to this LinkedIn Local, and then they create certain rules lah. But it's basically not an official LinkedIn thing lah. So this thing happened, and then it's quite powerful. Also, a lot of people can meet each others and know each others, and then you can meet more people offline. And actually, usually the highest feels happen is usually when you meet the person offline, because this is where the personal human touch is there lah. People know, like, and trust you on that personal human touch lah when they meet you personally. But there are people who finish everything online, so like Jimmy, the other admin inside my LinkedIn, actually close deals online totally through LinkedIn messaging system itself. But I would say I wouldn't recommend that. I think the best is still at least bring them into this funnel where you get a Zoom call with them at least, or if best is bring them physical touch and physical, and then you get to meet them personally lah. This one is not relevant now, but usually I would teach people in trainer. I'm not too sure I think this function is still there. This is where if I'm a trainer and they say I'm now training you guys physically, I will on this LinkedIn Bluetooth thing and I'll start connecting with people. Some people can use it as an activity during the event also. So let's say you have an event, right? A LinkedIn event, especially a LinkedIn related, right? You can just on this Bluetooth system, and then everyone can start connecting with each other physically in the event itself lah. It's quite an amazing tool. It's very powerful when you use it correctly. So the conclusion for the sales conversion part is basically you wanted to drive them and build rapport to them online first. After you wanted to drive them to from a WhatsApp to the next platform, which is WhatsApp. You can communicate with them more, and then later you want to drop them on a call lah. And from the call onwards, then you can meet them certainly on Zoom, or if you can meet them face to face. But now during MCO, of course, you cannot meet face to face lah. So you just meet them on Zoom, build rapport, get to know them, and then slowly build rapport, because it's business about know, like, and trust, right? When they get to know you and they like you, then they'll do business with you lah. This few LinkedIn changes last year. Where they start to have because social media is always evolving. It's a business for them also, so it's a competition for them to fight the eyeballs on their platform lah. So they're always evolving and getting better and better. So like LinkedIn last year, they actually come up with this whole live stream thing also already. So they opened it up for influencers at first. But now, so let's say you have certain power inside your profile, you actually can request to LinkedIn and see whether they actually allow you to go live or not. So yeah.
And what is the power that you're talking about? I mean, how many followers
I
or
think
friends or
they
connections?
see based on like the number of their followers also, and they see how credible their profile is. This one also, I don't have the finest details. I will go through and do some research.
I read about this one. It's actually in their FAQ somewhere hidden lah. One of them is the most basic requirement is you have to have attended someone's live before, so that you know what is a live apparently. And then you have to be somewhat active in posting. I cannot remember what is that somewhat requirement, but you have to be somewhat active and then at least attend somebody's live before.
Okay, thanks so much, Benjamin. So yeah. Other trends I noticed also, like they start to give a lot of data when you open pages lah. So I noticed pages also is going is booming also. So I don't really leverage on pages. I only do on personal profile. But if you know how to play the right contents in pages also, right, you can actually grow your pages into very huge also lah. I've been following some destination. I'll give you some example. I'm not sure I remember correctly, not, but alamak, no. Okay. Oh. So this is an example of page law. Okay, I didn't get the right page, but this page is a good example also. So this page has this page has very high engagement lah, and all their posts all, and they have a very high following. So in LinkedIn page, in Facebook page, you need to pay a lot of money to get visibility. At the moment now, LinkedIn page also you can get a lot of visibility organically lah. So it's very, very powerful and something you want to leverage on lah. This is something that I never touched on much also, but this is something that I observe, and I believe that if you really put in the time and really consistent, it's very powerful. You can build a very strong page with this one has 1 million followers and high engagement also. So it's very, very powerful. So yeah, and this is like so when you pay for premium, you can get a lot of insights about just and stuff also. So yeah. Okay, besides that, yeah, so this is the pages I was mentioning about lah. You can get a lot of details here and there, so from pages. And yeah, this is also for groups. You can build groups also lah. So you want to build groups, you want to build pages, and you want to build a community lah. It's very powerful. I haven't mastered the groups and the LinkedIn pages yet, but I built a lot of Facebook groups myself lah. So I'll be exploring more of these pages and groups next time. And if ever I updated this skill and I managed to master these skills, I will share with you guys also lah. So community is one way lah. So LinkedIn groups and LinkedIn pages is one way that you can build following and also build community lah. So LinkedIn groups or WhatsApp groups or Facebook groups lah. But I'm more comfortable with Facebook groups lah. I haven't mastered the skill on LinkedIn groups yet, but this is something that I want to share with you guys also lah, so that you guys are aware. So that's about it for today. This is summary. You build your profile, then you start finding your prospects, make your first contact, engage in a dialogue, build relationship, and move the conversation offline lah. And that's where you can start closing sales and building more leads and sales, closing more sales lah. These are the crucial steps that you want that I'm teaching and summarize for today.
Are we done, Kenneth, in terms of the class?
Okay, let me see the time. Yes, technically whatever I'm teaching is really done already lah. But of course, I haven't shared the plots and stuff, which I will share more now also. But basically, for the technical side, technically all the juice that I share, the main that I want to share is already done already lah. So yeah.
Okay. I remember just now you said that you would help us with the SSI ranking.
SSI ranking? No, I don't think I mentioned anything about SSI ranking. But I do know there's this SSI ranking where you can actually make your profile higher.
Yeah, because earlier on in my class, I did ask you about social selling index.
Oh, social selling index. I thought you were talking about social selling as a social selling.
No, social selling index.
Yeah,
you did mention you were going to cover it.
Yeah. My topic is about social selling, but I didn't hear the index word. Sorry, but I'm aware about what you're mentioning about lah. This one I can. Basically, everyone got their own social selling index, and from here you basically can see a certain percentage of how good your LinkedIn profile is performing and so on. Oh, they don't allow you to see already. you must have the you actually log into your social selling index, Sonia.
Sorry?
You're mentioning about this part, right? This is what I saw.
Social selling index? No, not sales navigator, social selling index.
Yeah, I did click. It actually put me into that. Last time the old social selling index, they actually show the amount of percentage. They actually give you some data about how powerful your profile is. But now it actually lead me to this page. Oh, actually that's way. No, it isn't. It isn't. Actually, when I ended up here. So actually,
Just now there's a link, there's a button says for
Get it your
check
score
for free.
Yes, that's the one, Kenneth.
The
You
second
go back.
tab, second tab, second tab. Your tab.
It's gone?
Yes.
Correct. I found it. It's gone, right? That's correct. So you're mentioning about this, right, Sonia?
Yes.
Yeah.
So what would be the key points, the key salient points for us to actually make sure that we maximize this? And like top one in industry ranking, I also have that. But within my network, I score a bit lower. So I'm just wondering what are the key areas that we can do to actually enhance that, and what are the items that we need to have as hygiene factors to make it stand out even more. Because top one in the industry versus top two in the entire network, depending on the network that you are in, right?
Yes.
So how will we manage that? Because I do also have like about 60+% out of 100. So how do you manage that? How do you boost that without a lot of trial and error? I mean.
Okay, so I mean, if you go through my class and take the actions consistently based on my class, I believe your index will get higher. But if you want to do it correctly, looking at what I know from here is basically you need to okay, like I said, branding, so you need the right keywords of your industry, and they got explain a bit here. So you need to complete your profile with the customer in mind, becoming a leader by publishing a meaningful post. So here they actually roughly tell you what to do already. So, I mean, based on my class, I believe if you follow the things that I run in my class, your social selling index will keep getting higher and higher. So, like in my class, I teach you how to build a profile also. So here they teach you how to complete your profile properly. So you want to go through the things that LinkedIn asks you to do. When you start with LinkedIn, they have a tool inside there to show your progress on. So every time you fill up a space, basically your percentage will get higher and higher and higher. Then find the right people. I teach you how to use the recruiting.net. So when you identify your niche, who are your target audience already, you can start connecting with them and message them in the right way, so they connect with you back. So, and then the more
I'm analyzing the ones that you have right now. Our scores are not widely different, but I don't know how come you got a 75 while I got a 60+. Okay, never mind. I guess I need to identify the individual breakdown. So I was hoping that I wanted to bring this up, and because my ranking is also the top 1%. So it's okay. So I will
do a bit more research on this, and I will get back to you also.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Kenneth, do you need to have the Sales Navigator account to see this?
No. To see this actually surprisingly, just now, so I'm checking also. So just now you found also is this one. You just need to click social selling index, and then this one here, they will show you the numbers already. So it's a business one, I think that's why. Just not LinkedIn. I think it's a different one. I think with the business one, you get to see different your results based on your business account also. But this one is for free.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Kenneth, Prem here. I have a question.
Okay.
Can you go back to your slides, and then I want to ask you about the groups. I have a very niche kind of industry over here that I play with. Whereby I'm in lifting and rigging. We do all kind of heavy lifting and stuff like that, and also supply stuff.
very limited players around here. So if I want to make a LinkedIn group which very much just targets the Malaysian market, because the current group that is available is actually targets the global market. And when someone wants to go and find someone, it's very much limited to find some local talents. If I put a word of a nation like lifting and rigging Malaysia, will that be okay? Will that cause any conflict with the other group which is already there, which is just by default lifting and rigging?
So based on my experience, when I build Facebook group, right, like I said, that's why it really depends on your industry and depends how hot it is inside that platform. So whenever I build a Facebook group, I will see how hot that particular niche is inside that group. Then I'm confident there are many people searching for that group. Then I'll build based on the keyword of the niche. Like you said, let's say they don't really do research on your group. You see a lot of people, or a lot of people inside that niche, and a lot of members inside that particular group, and there's a few groups with it, right? Then there's a chance for you to actually build that group, and there's the chance for you to actually grow that group also.
Understood. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll get in touch later for details.
Sure. No problem. Thanks so much. Also, before I end my class, before I go Q&A, ISO is something that I found online, based on my experience. Sometimes I get I get a lot of people, a lot of interactions and engagement from my business and services. So at the same time, social media helped me a lot lah. So that I bump into this is how actually I bump into BNI. I bump into Facebook posts from a mutual business friend from last time. And hence I'm in this group now. And then if you guys are actually open to the idea of networking, we actually have a BNI Business Open Day. We're looking for business people who are actually really 2 years in their business and really looking to network and grow their business. So you actually hit this criteria, right? Then you can actually personally message me and I will get back to you about this event. It's a free, I think it's a small paid fee event also. And then you guys actually can network online and meet more other business people also. So, sorry, this Zoom on top here. So, before I end the class also, this particular class is pretty amazing. I have a lot of you came in this class. So I wanted you guys to actually stay in this community. Actually, I'm planning to build a community. And then if you guys actually align to my goal, and I feel if you feel my goal actually makes sense to you guys, then I would really want to build and grow with all of you all. I don't want this to be just a one-off class and then everyone just goes their separate ways. I actually want to build a community where actually we keep each others accountable and motivated. Then I will create a LinkedIn engagement pod also for this particular group. Yes, I do know that not everyone actually is comfortable in the pod also. I actually create a separate group from the Confirm one. I will just create a special group, especially for us to engage with each other's posts, and I will actually manage it and grow that pod also. There will be a certain rules inside there. But I think this pod, you guys can have a very strong boost and actually strong advantage compared to your competitors and who doesn't have this pod . And I also wanted my goal also is to build a bunch of LinkedIn influencers . So you guys actually go through this whole process. This is a lifetime deal for you guys. You guys are, for at the moment, I'm actually doing a lifetime deal . So this community actually will grow. We will all grow together on this community. And if you're interested, then I will follow up with you guys . My goal is to actually build a bunch of LinkedIn influencers where we can leverage each other's strengths . So yeah, to leverage each other's expertise and grow together. And then of course there's a bit rules also . Everyone need to be respectful with each others. Don't complain or spread negativity. Yes, you can promote inside the LinkedIn, but you promote it in a way of writing valuable posts. Whenever you write a valuable post, people see your post, then they engage on you or they're interested with your valuable post, then they will automatically come to you and they want to collaborate with you or they want. So it's not inside the pod that is simply promote suddenly some Facebook thing come in or something to use some service come in. Then I think no. But you can create in a way of a LinkedIn post, because how a pod works, right? Is basically we engage on each other's posts. So inside your post, let's say you create a very high value post or share something valuable about your product and services, and people start noticing and then people start engaging you already automatically. And then it's a place where you can seek help from others also . We are all inside there to keep positive and keep others and then to help each other to grow in all our own journeys also .
Kenneth,
yes.
One question about that one. is there a difference? Let's say, for example, you engage in somebody's post. Is there a difference between you just type nice post or good job compared to this is a very nice post because you helped me?
Good question. So in certain pod, right, what they do is actually they force play you lah. They force you to actually write a very meaningful post also lah. So different pod has different style of doing it lor. So yes, if the whole people in this pod all very semangat and really driven and they really want to write a lengthy post and a meaningful post, we have to impose that rule and everyone need to follow lor. If not, like my current pod, right, is only like engagement only. And if there are people interested, then they will write a meaningful way of engaging lah. I would actually encourage everyone to write as a meaningful. My group rules is basically you actually engage in those posts that you really want to engage in it. If those that you feel like you can't engage with it, you just like it only lah. So yeah, the best way is actually to engage it in a meaningful manner lah, because that's the genuine manner lah, rather than just like a chinchai kind of thing. Like, because people can actually feel your genuinity and your energy one lah whenever you post something. So this is one of the examples of a pod that I've been inside before lah. So this pod, they have a lot of rules, but it's growing very healthily, like, because they're very serious already lah. They impose many rules, and then if you don't follow their rules, then you get kicked out from the group lah. But inside this group, they impose a rule where you need to engage and actually write really meaningful engagement inside the post lah. And they force play lah. So yeah. Because of that, they get a lot of views also. They get 460 views. They just started, they get a lot of views today. Some got 700 plus views and stuff like that. So yeah. So that's all my training for today. I'm open to Q&A session.
Yes, can I ask you?
Yeah.
The notes just now, do you mind sharing with us? Yes, no, maybe.
I will think about it and I'll get back to you on this also.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anyone else who has posed questions? This is already a Q&A session, so it's open up to the floor to ask questions and maybe it can be a mini networking session.
Yeah.
Before I end, I just want to thank everyone for coming to this class. I hope that you guys have a good time. I hope you guys learn a thing or two about LinkedIn as well. And thank you so much for being here. And I really appreciate that you guys actually stay up throughout. I'm not too sure how many people are here right now. But yeah. Now the floor is open for 70 people still here. Yeah, so now the floor is open for Q&A. So
I have a question, Kenneth. Regarding all these social media like Facebook or LinkedIn, they always have AI. The AI is detecting the post that you post, and they will capture the keyword, and then they will feed you with advertisements, right?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. So if let's say you're in one industry, all right, and you are, of course, you are always telling stories in your industry, okay. So will you be attracting your competitor or you're attracting your customers?
You will get both also, I think, because I also follow all my competitors also in any social media platform also, because I also wanted to kepochi my competitors also. But you attract both, I would say. I mean, so far, it's based on my experience. When you track competitor, you are what is your issue and what are you worried of, Leonard?
No, I'm not worried about what, but because we want to attract more of our customers.
Yes.
Because let's say, for example, if you're I'm in the wealth planner, insurance and investment industry.
Okay.
All right, I do not want to attract the same unit trust or investment competitor. I like to attract customers, but if I keep on posting my type of stories, I won't get the customers I want.
So I mean, based on my experience, I believe that you need to write posts that is speaking to your potential customers or your audience.
Yeah, thank you.
Kenneth, Hadi here.
Yes, hi Hadi.
Thanks for training today. Just want to ask that what's the criteria last time, for you to be able to be recognized as the most influencer LinkedIn in 2019? Because I understand that it's gonna be a yearly thing, right? Until 2020, 2021.
Yes, that particular one I got is under marketing Asia, marketing in Asia, I think. So that one, my particular one is not the under LinkedIn official one, but LinkedIn itself have an official LinkedIn status also one. So yeah. But for me to get that one was probably that moment season of time was very active on LinkedIn. I literally post almost anything that happened in my daily life lah. So if I go for event, I post. Then one day if I go for 2-3 different events, so I post. So marketing in Asia actually, I think the editor or somebody picked it up, and then they actually list down a lot of people that's very active on LinkedIn as well. So yeah.
Okay, thank you, Kenneth. One more last question for me.
Okay, sure.
You know, sometime in this current time, right? People might want to have a multiple stream of income, and some of the industry, they require to have this social media selling and all that. But then sometimes it can be contradicting. For example, let's say you are working for a corporation, you are director of the company, but in the same time you also want to build your other business, probably a network marketing business, for instance.
Okay.
So is it recommended to have a 2 separate account with the different names that still your name though, or it just combine everything? And which one do you think is the best approach?
I don't recommend to do duplicate multiple accounts because this one will cause confusion as well.
I mean, not necessarily need to be same name. Yeah, it could be a different. Same person, different photos. Let's say you name Kenneth Chan, right? One is Kenneth Chan, the other one is Chan Moon Kian. But because the other account, you may want to add up people in the health and wellness industry.
Actually, I never put this off before, but I think it can work also lah. You can actually rebrand that particular profile just for that particular niche only lah. But on my experience, I never tried before lah. But I think it might work lah. It can work. So, but then if you do it that way, right? One person is very hard because you need to care multiple profiles also. And LinkedIn, I'm not sure how strict they are lah. At the moment, LinkedIn is not as strict as Facebook lah. But I think in the long run, it might get stricter and stricter, and they might pin down your profile, so it might be risky lah. Your effort might go to waste. But this one also I need to double check also lah. So yeah, but at the moment, I am not aware of multiple profiles and then get knocked down by LinkedIn lah. I think it might work also lah, but so far, like me, so I also got do multiple things. So I usually mix everything into one profile. But yeah.
Kenneth, I have a question.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I ask?
Yeah, sure.
Ishwari here.
Yeah,
okay. How about story? What kind of post we can put on the story?
Story, based on my experience, I feel that let's say LinkedIn, then you want to post like the things that you do on a daily basis. So like let's say now, like I'm doing this also, right? I straight can do a story straight.
Mm-hmm.
Or like let's say I'm working on something interesting or working on the latest project, then I will just share a story on my latest project. Different places I share different stories because now story is everywhere. There's LinkedIn story, there's Instagram story, there's WhatsApp status. And there's stuff like that. So usually my personal stuff I share on my personal like WhatsApp status and also Instagram and Facebook story lor. But on LinkedIn, usually I share more on the what's it called? All the work stuff lah. Like let's say I'm working on a new project. Let's say I'm working on a new project or like some behind the scene about my work thing. Or like, let's say I'm doing this also, I can just do a share story. Usually more on the career and the work stuff on LinkedIn lah.
All right, got it. Thanks.
Sure, no problem. But on story, so I think there's technique so where you can call to action to review the post. Like it's like a combination. Let's say you created a new post, you can just say, hey, you can write down there and then, hey, check out my latest post of something. So you can see like do a campaign or drive traffic to that particular post or like awareness to that particular thing that you want to share on.
All right.
Yeah, Kenneth, Nixon.
Yes, hi, Nixon.
Just want to check if we have a LinkedIn account, can we? Okay, once we set it up, once we run it for a while already.
Okay.
Can we get someone to continue, with the using the account, writing, hire a copywriter to write?
Yes, of course you can. I'm not aware of LinkedIn having some other ways where you can become admin and then you have moderator and then you jaga, but you must jaga your password properly. The person that you need to have rights.
See, only one account now.
But I think for page all can. All I think you can share, but for personal profile, I think no, I'm not something I'm aware of.
Will they check, like, let's say, different IP login, or where
No. My LinkedIn, I think they're not so strict as Facebook. You can almost log in from anywhere.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, Kenneth. Joy here.
No, yes, hi, Joy.
Okay, can you just go back to the slide, the description below your name?
Description. Oh, headline.
Yes, the headline. I just want to have a look at it.
Sure, no problem. Hold on, computer hang. Why am I doing like that? I just click for straight. It's on, right?
Yes. Just leave it at that first. I just want to read it. Thank you.
Okay, sure, no problem. Okay, anyone have any questions or anything, or any ideas or questions? If not, then yeah, maybe we can break to some mini networking, and then I'll be close up already. Okay, so again, thanks so much for you guys for joining this session. Like I said, it's going to be, I'm planning to build a community to grow together. So I'll keep you guys updated from the LinkedIn confirmation group lah. And for now, for networking, I believe maybe David can start first with your 30 seconds. David, are you there?
Yep.
Yeah, maybe you can share about it. Now it's going to be breaking up to networking session, and it's an open session for everyone. And whoever wants to network can stay lah. Whoever who already is tired, you guys can have another day tomorrow. So yeah, David, you want to go introduce yourself to everyone?
Nice. Bye.
Let the rest introduce themselves first. It's okay. I'll come in later. Okay, thank you.
Okay, sure, no problem. What about Lians? Maybe Lians, you want to share about what you do?
Hey, good evening, guys. I'm Lians from Otoko Studio. So what we do is about videography, photography, and animation. So if you guys got any can collaborate, just PM me. So thank you. Okay, yeah, done.
Okay, Ivan, go. You want to share a little bit? I mean, if whoever on the network, just on your camera, yeah, so I can identify you.
Hi, good evening, guys. I'm Ivan. I'm from Reflogy Material Solutions, Sendirian Berhad. I'm a chemical supplier. I have started a list in the LinkedIn confirm group, so we can list our business, our contact, and our LinkedIn link there. Then we can keep connect with each other. Thanks.
Vin, you want to share a bit of yourself? Thanks, Ivan. Kevin?
Hi. Hello. My name is Kevin. I'm actually in event fabrications. So I basically build stage and the backdrop for the events. So I did some job with Kenneth before. And currently I also doing just helping my cousin on the carton box. So if you guys got any character box that you want to build for your packaging or anything, you can just ask me.
Okay. Thanks, Kevin. Satish, you want to introduce yourself?
Yes. Hi everyone. I'm Satish here, and I'm just assisting Kenneth today with the workshop. I'm a chocolate manufacturer, and we produce milk chocolates and fruit cakes and fast-moving consumer goods. Yeah, thank you, and hope you all enjoyed the session. Yeah, back to Kenneth.
I'm not sure the rest is there or not. So I guess that's all for now. Maybe Andrew, you want to have a share a little bit of.
Sure. Thank you, Kenneth, for tonight. Basically, I'm a lawyer and also a Labuan specialist. And thanks to Kenneth, he helped me with my LinkedIn profile, and I'm a YouTube creator. I mean, I do YouTube content as well. So and he always nudged me to do more with my LinkedIn. So I think he really has the heart to make us all an influencer